distinguished Toastmaster International. Her long-term political activism began when she campaigned for JFK. Then in the 60s and 70s for anti-war and equality right causes. Over the last 6 years, she's participated in many women-centered events. Since 2016, she has crocheted over 200 pink pussy hats for the Los Angeles and Kern County March.
Yeah, Verda.
Thank you for coming, Verda.
Good afternoon, my fellow warriors. My name is Verda, and I am an activist, and that is not a dirty word. An activist is defined as an especially vigorous, active advocate for a cause, especially a political cause. And I have been an activist all of my adult life, from civil rights, anti-Vietnam War, for political candidates, for women's rights, to the current issues of preserving the hard-won rights that we have now. Those of you that remember, the civil rights movement here in Bakersfield was unpopular, to say the least. I participated because I understood that if discrimination is allowed towards any group, it opens the potential for discrimination against every group. And I might be in one of those groups. Then came Vietnam, and it became personal. My friends, my relatives, were being sent to Vietnam to be cannon fodder for a worthless, useless war. So I had to protest. Never protested the warrior, but protested the war. It became even more intense and personal when I held my first son for the first time. I now had a sense of what those thousands of American and Vietnamese mothers were feeling. And I involved my son in our marching. When a march was scheduled, I'd load up my station wagon, diaper bag, stroller, and off we'd go. This was without the support or even the knowledge of my husband. The last march was memorable in that it was viewed by a very contentious crowd, yelling the usual epitaphs of commies, pinkos, damn hippies, love it or leave it, yada, yada, yada. Suddenly we were stopped by the police, even though we had broken no laws and we had all the permits. They threatened to arrest all of us and to take all of the children to Child Protective Services. Well, my husband would not have bailed me out, but he would have gone after and gotten our son. After that, I wrote letters. You can email. And I made phone calls, and you can text. And finally, the activism worked. We stopped that war. Now, the women's rights movement is also very important to me because other women are becoming aware of the fact that we are entitled to the same opportunities as men. And I mean on an equal basis. If we have the same skill set, the same education, the same physical strength and determination, then we can do it. Now, I know that it is difficult for some of you young women out there to believe what I'm saying is true about discrimination, but it is true. We could not do things. We were not allowed to do things simply because we were women. So, which is why I'm asked why I do the things that I do, why I'm still active, especially at this age. And I just turned 74.
Woo!
Right there. It is because it is so vitally important that we stand up and speak up and march and vote so that we don't lose those rights for our daughters, nieces, granddaughters, and great-granddaughters, and all women. So if you feel strongly about anything your government is doing, speak up, stand up, vote. It's your government. They work for you. Now, we stand on the shoulders of those who've come before us. I stand on the shoulders of Gloria Steinem, Rosa Parks, Dolores Huerta. So please, come stand on my shoulders. Be an activist. It is not a dirty word.